So firstly, why did I get into teaching and what else do I do for work? So at the moment, I'm a head of music at a school in Hampshire, a top prep school, and my background has been that I did my undergraduate degree at Bristol University, and I did part-time teaching of privately music students, 10 music students, and then from there, I went to Homerton College in Cambridge, where I got my QTS secondary PGCE in music. And then I went to do my master's in education whilst full time teaching at secondary school in Buckinghamshire. And then from there, I've worked in some top schools across the country, such as Dragon School in Oxford and Churches College in Hampshire. So, why did I get into teaching? To give something back. I've had a very privileged education as a music scholar growing up and then getting awards at university. Um, and so, what are my kind of best experiences in teaching? And can you tell us something about your subject, which you or your students have found most exciting or fascinating? So, kind of being part of the process, I guess, an answer to that, when you see the hard work and the results come about. Sometimes in teaching, you don't see the results. You put in all this hard work, and you feel, in a way, feels like you're not, unless you get that instant grade result, then you don't always see how much of an impact your hard work as a teacher has made on the students and how much their hard work has actually, whether or not it's paid off. But to give you an example, we had a show on last week, and there was a student who struggled with confidence and projection in both singing and acting, and she transformed over the last year. In the last two shows, she blew us away with parents' comments like her performance wouldn't have been out of place in the West End. And, being part of that journey is what excites me as a teacher, where you see the beginning of the lack of confidence to, over time, them really kind of making it their own. So that's a more extreme example. But going on to my final question, what are the important qualities in a teacher? The three important qualities, if you break it down into three, it's definitely got to be patience, leadership, and inspiration. So you've got to be inspired. You've got to have that sense of wonder about what you're teaching about in order to pass that on. If you're not excited about your subject, then it's not going to communicate. You've got to be patient. That's obvious. That something that you might find easy, you've got to take that time to work through with the student. And then leadership, that balance of understanding the canon and the kind of core works related to any academic subject, but then at the same time not being out of touch with the kind of modern curriculum at the same time. So it's that balance of making sure you've got the core curriculum there, being the canon, but then at the same time making it relevant. And that's part of the challenge, and that's what's satisfying about being a teacher.